Hi, this is The World's Alex Gallafent. I'm a producer and a reporter at The World, which is a co-production of the BBC World Service, PRI and WGBH here in Boston. This is just a mini podcast, a podcastino, perhaps, something like that. And I'm going to play you 4 short pieces of poetry for the occasion of Barack Obama's inauguration. Now, the world, as you might know, keeps its focus on things beyond the United States, so I figured it would be fun, especially since a poem features in the Obama inauguration itself, to ask a handful, a stanza of international poets to offer their thoughts. Here's the first one. It's introduced by its author, the Hungarian poet István László Géher.
I wrote this poem some 5 years ago as a haiku. I think this can be read as something that a president can really take into account. Is about a mirror. If you lean over a glass, you have to sort of look into your own thirst, so to speak, because you want to drink it. So whenever someone is really responsible for a whole fate of a world, he has to project his or her own thirst to the thirst of others. It is read like this: bármelyik pohár fölött tükrödben hajolsz egy másik szomjúságba. Over any glass you lean in your own mirror towards the thirst of others.
That's István László Géher from Hungary with his poem Portrait, a convex haiku. By the way, István is rather unwell at the moment. He's recovering from a nasty case of encephalitis, actually. So he literally got out of his sickbed to talk to me, for which we're very grateful. It's a beautiful piece of poetry. Up next, something a little longer. This poem is from Germany. Matthias Goeritz is a poet who currently lives and works in upstate New York at Bard College. I found him through our friends at the University of Iowa, so thanks to them.
It's called Dream Text Handle, and I read a few stanzas. And I wish you lots of time and good luck. They've wrapped you up with their pound notes, their courtly documents, those feel-good hormones of the momentarily fashionable, while next door on Haymarket already a new opera is being staged, The Beggars, not one written by you. Once more you dive into violins and contrabassoons, music, the individual hues of woodwinds and brass rising up skywards, no riverwards, promising salvation, as though you were painting some other landscape. Had we had but a moment's time to fathom this world, what a feast we'd have had, what a culmination. It would have raised us up, in the beginning, forever.
That's a selection from the poem Dream Text Handle by the German poet Matthias Goeritz. The next poem comes from Estonia.
My name is Doris Karava. I'm a poet from Estonia. And I imagine that this poem is appropriate for the inauguration. Thank you. Sa pole kellestki parem. Sa pole kellestki halvem. Sulle on antud maailm. Näe, mis seal näo. Hoia seda, mis on su ümber. Hoia seda, kes kõrval. Kõik olendid omamoodi on naljakad. Kõik on õrnad. You aren't better than anyone. You aren't worse than anyone. You have been given the world. See what there is to see. Protect what is around you. Hold who is there beside you. All creatures in their own way are funny and fragile.
That was the Estonian poet Doris Karava. Now let's cross continents for our final inaugural poem.
My name is Peter Kimani. I'm a poet from Kenya, the country that Obama traces his roots. What the listeners need to know is that kuon is a Kenyan staple made from maize meal. Ngege is a type of fish. Gweno is chicken. And Namlolwe is the Luo name for Lake Victoria. Poem is called Freeing the Spirits. If I knew I would live to tell this story, I would have brought you platefuls of kuon and ngege, fresh as the waters of Namlolwe, and counselled the wisdom of washing your hands with spittle while living by the lakeside. I hear the lake now bears the name of a foreign queen. and you're the king of a faraway land, eating with forks and knives, but won't touch Kwon and Ngege because somebody warns against tropical diseases. If I knew I would live to tell this story, I would have smeared your face with shea butter and hung cowrie shells on your long neck to keep off evil spirits. I know you're a free spirit ruling the free world, freeing the spirits of your ancestors in Namlolwe and all the oceans that the crossed shackled. So I shall eat Kwon and Gweno to celebrate, but I'm sad to eat without you.
And so Peter Kimani concludes this short selection of international poems to mark the inauguration of President Barack Obama. This is Alex Gallafent at the World Studios in Boston, and I'll leave you with one other poem, this one delivered at the inauguration ceremony itself. Here's the poet Elizabeth Alexander.
Praise Song for the Day. Each day we go about our business, walking past each other, catching each other's eyes or not, about to speak or speaking. All about us is noise. All about us is noise and bramble, thorn and din, each one of our ancestors on our tongues. Someone is stitching up a hem, darning a hole in a uniform, patching a tire, repairing the things in need of repair. Someone is trying to make music somewhere with a pair of wooden spoons on an oil drum, with cello, boombox, harmonica, voice. A woman and her son wait for the bus. A farmer considers the changing sky. A teacher says, "Take out your pencils. Begin." We encounter each other in words, words spiny or smooth, whispered or declaimed, words to consider, reconsider. We cross dirt roads and highways that mark the will of someone and then others who said, "I need to see what's on the other side. I know there's something better down the road. We need to find a place where we are safe. We walk into that which we cannot yet see." Say it plain, that many have died for this day. Sing the names of the dead who brought us here, who laid the train tracks, raised the bridges, picked the cotton and the lettuce, built brick by brick the glittering edifices they would then keep clean and work inside of. Praise song for struggle. Praise song for the day. Praise song for every hand-lettered sign, the figuring it out at kitchen tables. Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself. Others by first do no harm or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love? Love beyond marital, filial, national. Love that casts a widening pool of light. Love with no need to preempt grievance. In today's sharp sparkle, this winter air, anything can be made, any sentence begun. On the brink, on the brim, on the cusp. Praise song for walking forward in that light.